friends, I am back with a process video. This is number 97 entitled Remember Our Quick Trip, our quick Utah trip. And I'm breaking off my new series, Advice to Beginner Scrapbooker, just a little bit to kind of change up the scenery here in my YouTube channel. And I'm going to squeeze in this process video that I actually recorded in the month of June. And this is one of the two, I think one of only 2-page spreads that I was able to create in the month of June. I was so busy making the samples, or I mean the layouts, and also working on my online class, and so I didn't get a lot of chance to scrapbook for the month of June. But I'm super excited that my class is finally live. That's been on my bucket list for a while now. And if you want to check out more of what my class is all about, you can go in the description below and it will have a link to the class. Basically, it's a class for 2-page spreads, and you get 5 sketches, you get 5 process videos, 5 double-page spreads, and a PDF, printable PDF that has all of the information for each of the layouts that I'm making, or that I made anyways. So back to the layout. This page is just a travel themed page, and as you can see, I'm cutting up my collage. That is, I believe it's an 8x10 collage, and I printed that off at Costco. And at first I was thinking, kind of to save some space in my album, I was gonna do just a single 12x12. But then because my collage was pretty big, that I felt I wouldn't have a lot of room to be able to add any other accents on my page if I had just one 12x12 canvas for this. So I decided to do a 12x12, a 12x24 page for it, and that worked much better because there's a lot of white space and room for me to add fun stuff. And then also in this layout, I decided that I would kind of challenge myself to use scraps. If you saw my layout share for the month of June, and I will make sure to link that in the description below. But I talked about how it seemed like June was my month to really play with my scraps. And I don't know why it ended up that way, but I really was happy with the results because then I was able to use some of the papers that I have used before, but then I had a little bit left over. And then it also stretched my creativity to see how many, tiny strips or blocks of paper I can put in a layout without making it too crazy busy. So that was a lot of fun and really, I don't want to say educational, but I learned a lot by using scraps. And I think as scrapbookers, it's good for us to challenge yourself once in a while and break out of our normal routine just so we can stretch our creativity a little bit more. So this particular strip of paper, I just cut those in 1/2-inch strips, and it's actually just one piece of paper. And then I decided that I will use them as frames on my page. Sorry, my head is in the way. I wanted to make sure that I cut out the strip because it goes across the 2-page spread. And I'm sorry, the collage is actually 8x12 because those strips of paper were 12x12. So, and if it went all the way across, then it should be 12-inch. Anyway, so yeah, I just cut up the strips of paper in 1/2 inches, and then I'm going to adhere them all around my page to create a frame. And I think that's a great way to add a little bit of interest to your layout, to your photos without adding too much bulk, and also it keeps the attention on your photo. I also intentionally used a pattern paper that had black and white because although my photo doesn't have too much colors, it has some distinct colors in there, like the colors in the dress of my husband's aunt, and my yellow necklace, and some of the other colors in the background. So I didn't want it to clash. I made sure that I used a more muted color scheme for the frame. Now these strips of paper again are from my scraps, and I made sure that I grabbed colors that matched my photos. As you can when I turned it over, you can tell the colors of the strips of paper coordinated with my photos. It had the kind of brown, black, or I guess I should say like chocolate color stripe, and then it had that green floral, which matched with which matched some of the greenery in one of the pictures, and then the paper that had all the text, it actually was just plain black and white. And then I added some turquoise and yellow because, like I said, the color of the dress of my husband's aunt and then also my yellow necklace kind of stood out among all of the other colors on the photos. And I like to do that. I like to base my color scheme for my layouts based off of the colors of my page, my pictures, so I know that they will match. Now, I pre-printed my journaling, and I had this leftover frame that just a dotted frame that I used. I used part of the because the frame was thicker, and so I cut down the frame, and so I had this left over, and I thought it will be good to house my journaling. And the journaling was pretty easy for me because I actually had blogged about this particular trip when we came back from it, and so all of the memories from that trip was really fresh from my mind, and so I just grabbed that from my blog and then pasted it on a Word document and then printed out on white cardstock. Actually, it's not white cardstock, it's the backside of a pattern paper, but you know that that's how I treat some of the pattern papers that I have. And then if you've been watching a lot of my videos lately, you know that I am into long titles. I don't know why. I guess it's because I want to use up as many alphabet letters as I can, or letter accents as I can in a page, maybe. But I just decided that I would do kind of 3 layers of different letters or words and make a really long title. So the Remember is a stamp from Heidi Swap, and then I'm adding that with some foam adhesive, actually fun foam, and then I'm putting some glue on the other side. Now, to make things faster, what I did was, because the fun foams that I got didn't have the adhesive backing on them, but I did have those adhesive sticker sheets, and that was in my stash. I think it's called Stick It. And so I put Stick It on one side of it, so that, and I cut them in little pieces so that when I use them for my layout, I can just peel the adhesive or the backing of the adhesive and then put that on the back of whatever paper I'm going to adhere, and then I'm just going to put glue on the other side to glue it on my page. And it makes things much easier. So my visual triangle will be the banners that I'm adding to this page. They're the same exact papers that I use, and they're going to be added in 3 different positions in my layout so that the eye will go from one cluster of elements to the next, and then to the third one, and then back to the first one. And like I said, that black and white text paper, I treated that with some watercolor so that I can add the specific color that I wanted to incorporate with those words. And now I'm going through my sticker sheet. This is from, I'm not sure if it's Sketchbook, I can't remember, but it was an Amy Tangerine sticker sheet that I got from Tuesday Morning. And okay, so this is a sticker already. So you know that it has a sticky backing already. So instead of adding the fun foam with the sticky back on going onto the sticker, I just adhered the plain side of it, and then the sticky side went on my page, just so I can save on adhesive. And then I'm adding that. Now this sticker says be kind, but I don't think it really worked with my page. And I'm just pulling out the sticker sheets that doesn't have anything anymore. And so I decided to add another layer of sticker over that be kind word, just so that it will work with the rest of the theme of my page. And then I found this word says sweetness, and then I'm going to add that in a little bit of an empty space in my page. So as you can see, you can create a 2-page spread, two-page layout with just scraps. And it's really fun to stretch your products and to kind of see what else you can use it for and how you can add them in a new and fun way. Again, just playing with my stickers here. I found, I think, just little itty bitty kind of asterisk and also hearts. And so I'm just sprinkling that on the page here, and I'm almost done. I don't think I'm going to do any splatters here. I do add my date with a date stamp, and it's going to be on top of that cluster on the bottom right. Kind of twiddling my thumbs, trying to think what I'm going to do, and this is when I decided I will do the date stamp. So I need to get a few things for my stamping. I need to get a foam, because that's how I like to do my stamping, because then I get a clear impression. And then I'm just adding it 3 different times so I can have kind of a first, second, and third generation stamping. And oh, I guess I do add sprinkles or color shine on this page. And here are a bunch of close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will see you when I see you. Bye, guys.